Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Sergio Martinez at the middleweight limit, 160 pounds. He stands 5'8" tall, and his southpaw stance should cause a lot of problems.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Sergio Martinez. This future Hall of Famer who fights out of Buenos Aires, Argentina, has traveled the world over to ply his trade.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Buenos Aires, Argentina, here is a unified and sensational middleweight champion of the world, Sergio Martinez.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is the night. Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could cut it with a knife.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Catch and shoot. This is a high-octane battle. There's a counter shot. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That uppercut does not score. Missing with the hook. Good counter punch. That uppercut misses. Good counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. That hook was off target. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? Beautiful counter shot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Through the left uppercut, but it misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nope, that uppercut does not score. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you think you can't...
They ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
So close with that uppercut. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. We wanted action, and they are giving us action.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Perfect counter length. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. He is down. And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because...
Oh my word, Canelo just got... What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
That's lights out right there.
So he's back up on his feet, but can he get back into this fight?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart. Knocked down twice.
And there's the bell to start the round. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Just misses with that uppercut. They exchange punches. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Canelo just got rocked in a big way. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. His stamina is off the charts. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Shots go. Don't let him get back in. Don't let him get back into the fight.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. And he misses with that straight left. Down goes Sergio Martinez. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. So he's back on his feet, but he's got to somehow turn this around.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make. Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
He's absolutely knackered, mate.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face. Sergio Martinez is rocked. As he survived the storm, he's throwing punches again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut just missed. Holding nothing back here in the round. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
They ring the bell, and here we go. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Incredible work rate. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. To get tactic, they know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He fails to score with that left hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? His stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Punch, counter punch. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
And there's the bell to start the round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work...
The pound-for-pound king, Canelo, is down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Well done with that counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, and what a result.